Hello, Sudoku friends, and good morning, and welcome very early today. It's 6 a.m. to the New York Times Hard Sudoku puzzle. Today is Sunday, and it's the 4th of February 2024. By the way, I will not be uploading any LPE's Sudokus for a few days. I want to record them and then can them on YouTube to be shown at a later date. It seems that my wife and a couple of her sisters are coming over from Europe in March, and they're going to stay at a resort 250 kilometers south of here. And I'm probably going to motor down to spend some time with them at that resort. And during that time, I won't be able to make any YouTube videos. So I'm going to keep a few in reserve, and therefore I won't be uploading any of the ELP's expert puzzles this coming week. On to this puzzle though. I see a couple of ones blocking these 5 squares, and this one blocks up. So here's a nice one. We're going to have 4s over here, 3 blocks down, and 3 blocks over. One of these is a 3. Therefore, we are going to have a 3 here or here. This 3 blocks over, so the 3 must go here. 2 1s block down, so a 1 must go here. Now a 5, 8, and a 2 for these squares. The 8 blocks over, of course, so here's the 8, and here a 5 and a 2. By the way, we don't even have a single given 2. Interesting. So let's look at what else we can do. We have a couple of 3s blocking over here now. And we have this 3 blocking here. So here's 3. One of these must be a 4 because of this 4 blocking up and this 4 blocking down. The 9 is blocking up and over. One of these is a 9. Therefore, we are going to have a 9 here or here. This must be a 2 or a 4. We need a 2, 4, 5, 6, 8 across here. 6, 5, and 8 block down here. So this is a 2 or a 4. I did say that because of this 9 blocking across and this 9 blocking up, that one of these is a 9, and we need a 9 here or here, right? This 9 and this 9 block these 6 squares, so we need a 9 here or here as well. And that begs the question, where can we enter a 9 now in column 7? Clearly not here, 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 or here, so it has got to go here. Now I want to revisit block 1 over here, because now we have this 9 and this 9 blocking these 4 squares, and this 9 blocks this square, so here's a 9. This 9 and this 9 block across like so. So we have a 9 here. This 9 blocks down, this 9 blocks up, this 9 blocks over. So a 9 must go here. Now we can enter, I think, a 5 here. And why is that? Well, remember this 5 that must go here or here, it blocks this square. This 5 blocks these 2 squares. So here's a 5. Now, 2, 4, and a 6 for these squares. Well, one of these is a 2, so this can't be a 2. 2 must go here or here. So this must be a 4 or a 6. And actually, it's got to be a 4 because the 4 blocks here and here. So yes, 4 here. And this now a 2 and a 6. These, therefore, a 3, 8, and a 7. 3, 8, 7, don't really know what to do with that. Did I not say that this is a 2, 4? There's another way to look at this square. we have a 7 and a 3 blocking here. We have a 7 and a 3 blocking here. So this square and this square must both be a 2 and a 4 pair. And these, therefore, must be a 7 and a 3. Since this 3 blocks here, it follows that the 7 goes here and the 3 here. Now a 1, 2, and a 7 for these squares. And I still don't know what to do with the 2's. But I know what to do with an 8, because this 8 and this 8 block these 4 squares, and this therefore must be an 8, which now blocks across here. This 8 blocks up here, so here's an 8. Since these must be a 2 and a 6, these must be a 3 and a 7. And this 3 now forces the 7 to go here, and the 3 must go here. This 7 blocks down, this 7 blocks across. We have a 7 here. Now that we have these 2 3's blocking these 4 squares, and we have this 3 blocking up here, we can enter a 3 here. We know that one of these had to be a 4, so now it's clear that this is where the 4 goes. A 2, 7, and a 6 across here. 2, 6, so the 7 goes here or here. 6 blocks up, and 6 blocks over. Here's a 6. Therefore, this can't be a 6 anymore. It must be a 2. The first 2, yeah. And this must be the 6. So we're going to have a 2 here or here, and here or here. Over here, we also need a 5. Therefore, these can't be 2 and 5. There must be 8 and 7. And these, let's do this one first. This is a 7. And these a 2 and a 5. We also have a 2 and a 5 here, remember? So 2 and 5 here and 2 and 5 here. That leaves these 2 squares to figure out. Since they can't be 2 and a 5, they must be a 7 and a 4. And the 7 blocks here. So here's a 4 and here's a 7. 4 blocks across, 4 blocks down, 4 here, 4 blocks over, 4 blocks over, and 4 blocks down. 4 goes here. And we know that this was a 2, 4. Now it's a 2. This was also a 2, 4. Now it's a 4. Since this 2 blocks across here, one of these must be a 2. And that makes one of these a 2. 5 blocks over here, so here's a 5 blocking over, 5 blocks over, 5 blocks down, 5 here. We had a 2 and a 5 here, remember? The 5 now forces the 2 to go here, the 5 here, and now we have a 5 up here and a 2 here. The last square here must be a 2. Now we have a 2 here, of course. And the last square here must be a 6. Therefore, this is a 6 and this is a 1. The square here in the bottom row needs a 2. And over here, we need a 6. For these 3 squares here, we need to find a 1, 8, and a 6. 8, of course, blocks over, so here's an 8. 6 blocks over, so here's a 1, and the 6 goes up here. The 6 blocks across, the 6 blocks across, the 6 blocks down, here's a 6. And down here, we need a 5 now. This 5 blocks all the way up here. This 5 blocks all the way over here. So here's a 5. Therefore, this must be a 2, which now blocks down here. This is 2 blocks over here. So here's a 2. Last square here in the row must be a 7, giving me a 7 up here. and an 8 here. This 8 blocks down, this 8 blocks over. 8 goes here. 1 blocks over, 1 goes here. 1 blocks down, 1 here, and here a 9. Therefore, we have a 9 here as the last number today. Thank you for watching and have a very nice Sunday, all of you. Bye for now.